Hello everyone.
Hello
Seba
everyone.
and Bunga.
Oh, hello Bunga. Sebakenken. Kanken, sepak kanken. How did
Close enough. Alright, close enough. Close enough, man. Don't worry about it. Be good. Let me just. Alright. So yeah, tonight I'm doing okay, I guess. I didn't have that much of a good sleep. And I'm going to drink my second coffee of the day. So,
you just got the second coffee of the day?
yep, this is the second coffee of the day I'm about to drink.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Starbucks again. So yeah, how are you doing today, Ame? You doing good?
I'm doing pretty much. I actually sleep all day because building things is not. I think it's a bit tiring.
A bit.
A bit.
Oh no, Seba already knows, or is already looking at them.
Yes.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Part 2.
So okay, funny thing, there was a meme on Facebook that I saw. Somebody edited all the nominations, so they had a video for all the nominations, right?
Yeah, and everything is The Last of Us. Anything.
Yeah, everything is The Last of Us Part. even like best esports, The Last of Us Part 2. That was great, dude.
Someone is already just we give up. Whatever you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just like, you know what? We know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know, even if it doesn't make sense, this is it.
Yeah, let's just
Who nominated them? Who nominated them? So I think the juries nominated the games. Yeah, the juries, which are the ones who organize the game awards every year, they choose the games. So they choose 5 games, is it? Is it 5?
Maybe 5. Wait, let me
I
check
think
my
1, 2,
notes.
3, 4, no, 6. They nominate 6 games for each 5 to 6 games. I'm sorry, 5 to 6 games.
Some is 5, some is 6. Like one of them is Game for Impact is just 5, and some others is 6.
Action adventure game is 6. Yeah, so yeah, it's prepare for a shit show. We're probably gonna diss one particular game a lot. Yes, I'm pretty sure everyone knows which game it is that we're gonna diss. Yeah, halo, Shimasu
Yeah,
Sekai.
halo.
Apa kabar?
Shimasu Seka.
Sekai.
Apa kabar?
The one is I. Shimasu Sekai. It's a world where you do things, I guess. I don't know what the name is supposed to mean. Yeah, best mobile game, The Last of Us Part 2, because you can
Part 2
because you can watch it on Twitch, because people watch it on Twitch on your phone. That's how it works. Yes.
Well, I mean, you can actually virtualize Windows in there.
Perhaps, yeah. Technically, yes.
If you have enough will, well, you can actually just.
Wait. You can play the game through PS Now on your phone.
Oh yeah, game streaming, Stadia. Well, Stadia is shite, but you know what I mean.
Stadia, dude. IDK 2, but the real is Shimazu Sekai. Is it Shimazu Sekai or Shimazu Sekai? Shimazu. Either way.
It's using S.
But yeah, I do not like Sekai from what is it? What's the name of that game? School Days. Yeah, I don't like Sekai from School Days. But moving on. Let's go to the first game, the first category. And can you read out the first category for me, Ami?
The first category is the game of the year.
The game of the year.
Shall I actually read the nominees before we say which one is the winner, which is a bit.
Yep. Read the nominees.
Let's start from the bottom. Hades from the Super Giant Games, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, Final Fantasy 7. It's 7 remake by Square Enix, Doom Eternal by ID Software, Animal Crossing New Horizon by Nintendo, and of course, The Last of Us Part 2 by Naughty Dog.
All right, and let's see who the
Guess who
winner
is the winner?
is. Drum roll. Ta-da! That's right.
Of course,
Nobody
that fucking game.
nobody who would have thought about it. The Last of Us Part 2. All right. I mean, you can go first. I mean, you can go first. You have the honor of going first.
I don't know much about the game. I give up about carrying that game. I try to just give up.
No, but what do you know about the first game though?
I'm not sure. It's been like I don't know when they released the first game because like I'm not really that much of playing a game player, isn't it?
20
So I probably know
2011, I think. I'm not too sure. Let me
2011-ish.
Google it up right now actually. But yeah, it's
Okay,
more than half a
I'm
decade.
going.
It's more than half a decade in development. That's what I know. The last
I'm just going.
of Us release date. Alright?
I'm just
2013
going to pull
actually.
it from
2013.
2013. Okay,
Alright,
I'm
so
just going to pull it from my memory, right? It's like zombie first-person shooter kind of thing, isn't it?
Third person, but yes, zombie.
Third person.
But the zombies aren't zombies. They're like they're not. It's not a virus. It's a fungi.
It's a fungi. So it's just like what is it? Which one is the other one? That's actually virus.
Resident Evil, yeah.
Resident Evil. That one is actually the game that I actually play. But then this one,
Yeah.
because I was thinking, well, virus is not really makes more sense than fungi. Fungi is just like, well, I don't know.
But there is so it's based on a fungi called cordyceps. I'll write it in chat. Cordyceps. So the fungi actually takes control of the brains of ants. Yeah, and then when they're fully grown, they make the ants like go up like a high place, so that the fungi can release the spores.
So the fungi is kind of trapped in a way or another that controls you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it jacks your brain kind of thing. It releases hormones that makes the ants do certain things, including like being aggressive, biting the colony members, like other ants. But yeah, it's based on that, and that's how the infection spreads. And basically, in this game, the premise is that now humans can get infected by it too.
Like humans is not yet before it's actually like just ants and Animalia Kingdom. So
Just
something like
ants, only
just
ants, just ants.
that. And then suddenly from ants we go to human. All right.
Yep, that's the premise actually.
And the part 2 is like the continuation of that story, isn't it? Man, it's been ages since I actually play any games.
Yeah,
My PS3 is broken.
Oh, your PS3 is broken, huh?
PS3 is broken. PS2 is also broken. I don't actually have like any game console afterwards because I play anything in my computers.
Well, you can you can salvage the PS3 and PS2, put them together to make a PS5. I think that works. It doesn't. Don't do it. But I mean, if it's broken, then there's nothing to lose, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can just put PS2 on the bottom, PS3 on top, and just use flex tape to join it up and let it rest under your bed, I guess, and it will come out as PS5 somehow.
Yeah, I think so too. Big brain, definitely big brain move right there. All right, so we should move on to the next one. So
yeah, please take the honor.
Yes. So the next category is game direction. So who the game that was directed the best by the director? The nominees are from the bottom: Half-Life Alyx from Valve, Hades from Supergiant Games, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix, and The Last of Us Part 2 by Naughty Dog. And the winner is That's right. It's The Last of Us Part 2 again. All right, so
Let's
I don't
face
know. I don't know where to start
When-
for this one. I don't know where to start for this. Actually,
this presentation is, I believe, this presentation when Anya actually making the presentation, she actually made it like 5 minutes ago. It's only one slide in there. Well, maybe three because there is like title part and then this and then maybe some other, but it's probably just three slides probably.
no.
Because-
Wait, it didn't take 5 minutes. Come on, it took
It
like
didn't
half
take
an
5
hour.
minutes.
It took like a half an hour.
Oh really?
But yeah. I did it. It was easy because I did copy paste a lot. That's all I have to say. All right, so game direction. Where can I start? So the director is Peter Druckmann. Wait, let me. So sorry, I hit my mic. Druckmann. So
Druckmann?
he's the one who directed the game, and there are a lot of like really questionable things that he directed about the game. But what he said was his justification was, oh, it's for shock value. It's just like MGS2, you know. It's like Metal Gear Solid 2. People got baited. People got baited by the fact that the trailer show that you're gonna be playing as Snake, right, in MGS2, but you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you play as Raiden actually, who you see in MGS4 and Metal Gear
Yeah.
Revengeance as well. But
Mm.
it turned out to be a good game after the fact, after the outrage, after all the outrage when it launched, like years after. People
Yeah.
see it and like, oh shit, this is a cool game. It fucking predicted the future and everything. And he likened it. He likened it to MGS2. Because in the trailer, in the Last of Us Part 2 trailer, it
Aye.
shows that Joel is still alive.
Joel?
The
Oh,
main
that
character
guy.
of Last of
Yeah.
Us Part 1.
Aye,
And
aye.
in The Last of Us
Yeah.
Part 2, they killed him right off the bat. Like, I think the first hour into the game, they killed him. So he likened
Well-
it to Metal Gear Solid 2 because of that. And also, you play as another character that you wouldn't think you'd play, which is what's her name? The buff girl. I forgot her
buff
name.
girl. Yeah, let's just go with it. The buff girl. Why not?
Okay, the one who killed Joel there. The one who killed Joel. Like she's so forgettable. I don't even remember her name. Abbyzilla? Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Abby. All right. Yeah.
Abbyzilla.
Abby. That's her
Abbyzilla.
name.
Abby.
Abby. Yes. So yeah, around
Oh, dear Lord.
halfway into the game, you actually play as
Aye.
Abby. Not
Oh.
as Ellie. So the
Not
one
as
you
Ellie.
see in this cover art, in this box
Mhm.
art here, that's
That
Ellie.
one is. Oh, okay.
And you play as Ellie in The Last of Us 1. For a little bit. When the main character was like sick,
Mhm.
you play as her.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
For a
Well, she
little.
seems fit in that picture.
I mean, yeah, that's the face of a survivor, I guess. But yeah, game
I
direction was I really cannot agree. What do you think, Ame?
There's like at least another 4 in there that's actually better. At least in my opinion, because I actually already played Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually better rather than like Last of Us, but it's arguable, isn't it? In my opinion, yeah, it was Final Fantasy is as I think it's better than Last of Us, but like why Last of Us again?
So how the voting works? Let's explain. How the voting works. 90% of the votes, the weighting of the votes is like 90% towards journals. So game reviewers, so people like IGN, Kotaku, The Verge, Rock Paper Shotgun. Those guys get 90% of the votes, and the rest is like 10% by popular vote through social media.
And which is actually supposed to be the opposite, because if we are talking about games, I don't think that's how it works. Especially if game company, let's face it, I don't know, am I even allowed to say this, because we can get sued, I guess.
Just say it. I'm a small VTuber. Just say it.
Alright. they're going to use 90% of them is like the journalist, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get right.
They're gonna get what?
See,
They're gonna get what? What? Can you say that one more time? Wait, I might have heard
Wait,
that wrong. Wait,
the company who make the game will probably at least pay a little bit more than, so they will like vote on it.
Ah, paid reviews. Okay.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
you
makes
know,
sense.
voting fraud in a way or another, but it's about game pretty much. Voting fraud. If voting fraud in game is a thing.
Voting fraud. I mean, it's not voting fraud. It's more money politics. But yes.
Yeah.
Is this? Yeah. They definitely do give handouts, like under the table money. But all I can say is, yeah, there are games that deserved it for game direction at least. For game of the year is like overall, right? So overall, whatever, whatever you want that to be the winner, fine, whatever. But game direction, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake was interesting. Well, not to go too deep, but they say remake, but the story is quite different. Hey Bishop, what's up? How are you? And yeah.
Oh, hi Bishop.
So the story was actually different, and the only thing I was mad about was that it was like it was fucking there is a sequel. There's gonna be a sequel, and I thought it's gonna be like it's gonna be the whole game. But yeah, I guess not. Sorry,
But
I was
there's,
focused
like,
on
slight
4-player chess. Ah, Kara's 4-player chess. Yeah. I was watching her just before this actually. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima as well. I haven't played the game, so I cannot spoil anything. It's okay. It's pretty good story. It's historical as well. There are some historical aspects about it as well, and it's a really not so well covered part of history, which is when the Mongols invaded some parts of Japan. Some of the small
that actually
islands.
happened.
Yeah. But so Tsushima is an island, right? Shima means island. So there's a small island, and this is the setting for Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh.
So the Mongols came from China, mainland China, and they tried to invade Japan. And one of the first places they gain a foothold of is Tsushima.
Tsushima. I see.
But they never made it to the mainland because of something called kamikaze.
Ah, yeah. That happened. Of course.
So yeah, the rough weathers actually blew away their boats, and yeah, they couldn't get to the mainland. Rough winds, rough waves.
That actually reminds me about quite something. It's actually really close with a story in one of the Britain's history about the French. Why French cannot invade the mainland Britain is because they got struck by a tornado. The ship is.
Yeah, so the Japanese actually, they call it kamikaze, and they regarded it as like divine intervention, I guess.
Yeah, divine intervention.
So yeah,
Oh,
alright.
that's like what? Yeah.
Anything else to add?
Okay. No, I don't have anything to propose. Yeah.
Alright, next, you can read the next one.
So the next nomination is coming from the most anticipated game. From the bottom to the top, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild sequel by Nintendo.
Yep.
Resident Evil Village by Capcom. God of War sequel by Santa Monica or SIE. Horizon Forbidden West by Guerrilla Games and SIE. Halo Infinite by 343 and Xbox Game Studios. The Elden Ring from Software and Bandai Namco.
Right.
And the winner for the most anticipated game is
drumroll. The Last of Us, Elden Ring. Just kidding. It's the Elden Ring. So it's the next. You're my. Bishop. I think it's Ame's mic It's scuff. It's like
Yeah, I
it's
think it's
crackling.
mine.
It's crackling.
Oh.
Is it okay?
Wait. Wait a little bit.
Sure. I'll give my thoughts on the game first, I guess. So Elden Ring, it looks awesome. It looks like it's gonna be kind of like Demon Souls. It looks very next gen. I mean, if everyone already saw Demon Souls, what it looks like on PS5, it looks great. It really looks like a next gen game. It doesn't look like a PS4 game. I think just like when Bloodborne came out, actually. Oh, Bloodborne was Bloodborne a launch title? It wasn't, right? I don't think so. It wasn't a launch title, but it was definitely an exclusive. But yeah, Elden Ring. And the other nominees are Resident Evil Village. Yeah, people are looking forward to it, but I guess not as much as Elden Ring. Despite Resident Evil being a bit more mainstream, I guess. As for Legend of Zelda and God of War, and those two, we don't have enough info yet, so there's no really hype about it. Horizon Forbidden West, I guess, yeah, it looks good, but I don't know. Horizon always seemed to be like that one obscure game. Like, it did get lukewarm reviews, the original game. But yeah, that's that. And Halo Infinite, man, that shit's a mess. That shit's a mess already. From the trailer, it's already a mess. But they said they're going to delay it and work on it a little bit more.
Yeah.
They even made a meme out of it. Do you know, they made a meme out of it, like how ugly it looks.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't actually see any of the Halo memes yet.
Yeah, let me show you. Halo Infinite meme. Alright, this is it. It's Craig, dude. Let me put it out on stream so that everyone can see. Plus, image, add, new source, add, browse, downloads, here. So they made a meme out of Halo Infinite. It's this guy.
Oh my god. Wow, that's actually fucking ugly.
Next gen, by the way. Whoa. This is next gen game. Next gen, by the way. Look at his face. Okay, wait. Okay. Let's.
That's actually looks like what we call absolute unit of ugliness. Oh, bloody hell.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they were thinking, but that's that. Wait, let me show you the same enemy from Halo 3. So I'll show you. So this is Halo 3. Okay, there's Halo 4 and 5, but this is Halo 3.
Legendary.
There's Halo. This is the one from Halo 3. Look.
Put it on. Oh my god, that
looks way better, right?
I think I actually want to play Halo 3 now.
Yeah, go play Halo 3. Well, it's on the Master Chief Collection.
It's not actually that I play Halo before, but bloody hell, that's actually still better than this. It looks like, you know, what is it? The Halo, what is it? Which one is we're talking?
Halo Infinite. The right one is Halo Infinite. The left one is Halo 3.
Yeah, the Halo Infinite is like someone who is just actually know how to install Blender, and they just doing sculpting and things like that, and it's just saying, okay, I'm done, and everything is just like a big pile of mesh get rendered with using, I don't know, Blender 3D engine, I guess.
Must be that unpaid intern that just learned how to use Blender. They're in charge of making this model. It's like, hey, you intern, hey, can you model this for me? Okay, yeah, sure. What software do I use? You use Blender. It's free.
Oh god. And then
we don't care how it looks. Just do it. Just do it, dude. And
you know,
cool.
You know, this is the enemy. Make it ugly. Well, sure. You know, rather than that, they can just put the default block of the Blender in there, and it will be much more better than this.
Yeah, dude. I agree. I agree.
Like, just put the default cube and say, yeah, that's the enemy.
A default cube, untextured. Yeah, call it a day. Yeah. That'll be better than this ugly, absolute unit of ugliness, as you put it. Absolute. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Fuck.
Oh my god, I feel bad actually for the intern, to be honest.
If only you knew how bad things really are.
Oh, don't pull the code in front of us. We give up pretty much.
I have no hopes for what was it called? 343 Studios? Is that what they call
Yeah,
it?
342 cities.
Alright, so next one. The next one is best narrative, I guess. So the
Yep, best
nominees are Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Yes.
13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, and The Last of Us Part 2. So, who do you think is the winner?
Well, I really wish it was Final Fantasy VII Remake because I knew the narrative is quite good even though it was not the same 7th remake, the 7th from the back then, but I actually wish it was because the narrative is good. But let's see what's the winner.
Drum roll. That's right. It's final The Last of Us Part 2. So yes, The Last of Us Part 2 again.
Again?
Anything to say, Ami?
Oh my god, why didn't they just... You know what? Just put everything as Last of Us 2. I give up. I'm done. Where's the door, mate?
Don't go just yet. Don't go just yet. We're not even halfway there. We're not even halfway there. Okay, okay. Stay. We're not even halfway there yet. Please, Ami. Anything to say? The Naughty Dog Awards. Not wrong. The Naughty Dog Awards 2020. Oh my god.
Naughty Dog Awards. Well, that's fair, isn't it? But did they even try? It was like it's like when they're actually voting, they were like looking on it. Okay, this one is like I can take that. You know what? The rest of this is okay. The rest of us, whatever, and just can vote, call it a day, take a sip of I don't know, a gin or something.
Yeah, but what did you think about the story, the narrative?
Like I said, it's been ages since I actually play anything from the Last of Us franchise. So
yeah, but what do you think about like the developers
itself?
actually like debating the audience? And like basically antagonize the player, and you don't even get to choose, basically. Yes.
I mean, like, well, that's whatever the company want to do. Like we have a choice, isn't it? If we don't have a choice, like, well, whatever. Do we even have the choice to do it? Even if we scream to the void, did they even listen? That was the thing. At this point in time, at least. But yeah, for me, no.
Yeah, what I think about the narrative is they had the right idea. It was good on paper.
It was good on paper.
But the execution was really bad. So I think that they wrote one part of it first and then mashed the other part in. Let's just say.
They read the premise and then they just wing it on the other part.
Yep.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yep. So they already have like the big picture is revenge is bad. You should forgive people. And basically you're gonna make the player feel bad by making them kill a lot of people. There. That's the premise. But then they had to shoehorn. They just had to shoehorn this fucking other fucking nobody. But okay, like what they wanted to do was they wanted to frame. They wanted to reframe the player. They wanted to go like, okay, you know what? This other faction that killed Joel, they're not bad people. they are good people, but you know they just wanted revenge for what happened. But it was like really, let's just say, far off the left field, and they missed it completely.
Oh my god.
In execution, so it didn't have any impact. It doesn't make you go like, oh yeah, okay, Abby is actually a good person. No, everyone thinks Abby is a fucking bitch asshole. She has to die. But even in the end, they did not give us the satisfaction to kill her.
Oh dear lord.
But yeah,
They have a good premise and they forget the premise in the middle of the way and just roll with it.
well,
It's
they
not like
didn't
when-
they didn't forget the premise. It's just like their storytelling techniques are bad. Like they ask the player in the middle. Okay, in the middle of the
Right.
campaign. It's not like it's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, now you play as the other character who killed who you have to kill for revenge, so that you know her story. You know how she's feeling. You know why she wants revenge. It's not how you frame things. But yeah, Seba Kanken, what is even voting anymore when the peeps with power can rig it? Democracy.
That's what I say.
Democracy. And I love democracy.
And capitalism. Don't forget capitalism.
That's part of
Also
democracy.
one part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of democracy. Right. If you have nothing else to add about this game.
I totally give up at this point.
Alright. Let's move on.
Okay. Next up is what is it? The
Art direction. Yep.
Yeah. So the art direction is The Last of Us Part 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Hades, Final Fantasy 7th Remake, and Ghost of Tsushima.
And the winner is Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh.
Finally. Finally. Finally.
Oh, it will be back, you know. It will back.
Are you
I'm
sure about
just-
that? Are you sure about that?
I'm going to put it. I'm going to.
So yeah, any thoughts, Ami? You can go first.
Eh?
Hey, Commissar Azura. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you?
I'm going to make it short because I only watched the gameplay, but the full
Mhm.
game itself I never experienced it. Ghost of Tsushima, beautiful game, kind of good gameplay. Thanks.
Alright, yeah. I feel like it's a really beautiful game. Very nice depiction of pre-warring states, Japan. Even like it's like a few, I think 100 years, at least 100 years before the warring states
Aye.
period. So the Sengoku Jidai is
Mhm.
way before that, and it's set on like in the really rural part of Japan. And you can
Which
still
is in
see.
of itself.
Yeah, you can see like beautiful bamboo forests. You see how detailed the foxes are. The foxes
Yeah.
are cute, dude. I want to fucking pet the fox. Fox.
By the way, you can actually get domesticated fox nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. I know about that.
Mm.
But I don't know if there's anyone that sells them in Indonesia.
No, it's still counted as exotic.
Exotic, yeah.
Yeah.
But in America, I think, yeah, it's domesticated. It's not
Yeah,
exotic
they're
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're the perfect balance between cats and dogs,
Yes.
I would say. Like they can be
And they
playful.
laugh,
Mm-hmm.
and when they are start laughing, it just it warms your heart better than anything.
Yep. The noises they make, yeah, the laughing.
Yeah.
Seba, I saw their concept art in ArtStation and it's really good. It inspired me
Yes.
to draw a lot of samurai stuff. Yeah, I saw some of your samurai artworks. Yeah, they're cool. I saw your what's her name? The Archer Inferno, I guess. Yeah, from Fegio. I guess she's a samurai, huh? Even though she's an archer, she has a sword. But yeah, it's a really beautiful game. They really took advantage of the engine really well, which is, I think, yeah, they made an engine from the ground up just for this game. and they use the hardware really well. Even though it's like PS4, it runs great, no
Yeah.
bugs. Well, little bugs, not as much as Fallout 76. Let's just say
Uh,
1001
Are
bugs
we-
there.
Are we going to go through that route again?
Nope.
Like the Fallout that we already know. But the fact that you say it runs at least well, and there is like a little bug on PS4, which is like not going to be the focus on where it plays because it's supposed to be played on PS5, isn't it? Or I'm
No.
mistaken.
No. It's PS4.
Okay, it's for PS4.
They might release the next gen version in PS5, just like Control. So Control is like they have like this next gen deal. So if you buy it on PS4, you're gonna get it on PS5. Or if you buy it on Xbox One,
you get this for
Xbox Series
X.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But for some games, but I'm not sure if Ghost of Tsushima has that kind of thing. I'll look into it, I guess. But yeah, really beautiful game. Also, yeah, the Akira Kurosawa filter as well. Yeah, very cool. So you can make like your own samurai noir movie kind of thing.
Oh,
It's pretty.
yes.
Yes, for this one, I can really agree with this one.
Yeah.
As for the other ones, okay, Final Fantasy, Hades is pretty good art direction wise, but it's just not. It's too cartoonish, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Ori is pretty as well, but they're not. Wow, you know, they're like okay,
Yeah,
pretty,
they are, like,
but the
pretty.
indie kind of pretty.
Like, it's pretty and it's interesting, but it's not like the level of what you expect from a big graphics heavy console games, I guess.
That's right. And I don't even know why The Last of Us Part 2 is here. It's a god ugly game, to be honest.
Yes.
I mean they sure detailed that Joel face really well when he got gold.
Yeah.
But yes.
And that was it, pretty much.
Yeah, that's really much.
They
it.
put their effort in there, and everyone else is like just their scribbles.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Ami? Wait,
It's yours.
it's mine.
I'm already.
Right.
Yeah.
So score and music. Let's go from the top this time. For score and music, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and The Last of Us Part 2. And let's see who the winner is. Drum roll. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
No surprise.
No surprise. Really?
Yeah, for me it's no surprise because, well, I think most of Final Fantasy, at least Final Fantasy games, is they really make sure at least the music is, you can actually just enjoy the music and you don't need to play the game. It's so good it was, at least in my opinion. Well, arguably one of the best. Another thing, the best is probably the one from the Skyrim, which is one also something that I actually like, and I actually have played. And
Skyrim has good
Yeah.
OST. Yeah, I agree.
yes, Skyrim has a good OST, and in my opinion, Final Fantasy's OST is also one of the good one, or at least the better one for last few things.
Yeah, I agree, but I think it played a bit too much on the nostalgia.
Yeah,
Just a
it
little bit.
actually,
Just a little bit. Doom
Nostalgia
Eternal is like, okay, Mick Gordon, but then it didn't innovate a lot from the original Doom 2016, was it? Was it 2016?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't try to. They didn't even actually try to actually make it better from what is it, the earlier one.
Yep.
I actually played rather than actually playing the newest Doom, even not even the Doom 2016. I actually played the original Doom from the DOS version. I kind of thinking that the theme is actually pretty similar from it, so like they didn't really change that much. Maybe a little bit of more realistic, so like a little bit of orchestra, and that was it pretty much.
The first
I guess.
Doom, it was like 8-bit music, but it was made in the style
Yeah.
of like hard rock metal-ish kind of thing.
Yes.
And Doom basically was like really, yeah, the same thing. So hard rock metal from Mick Gordon, and they dabbed in a little bit of like synth in it.
Yeah.
It does sound good, but I don't think they innovated. Well,
A lot more.
I don't know how you can innovate in music, but yeah, I don't think they did like anything that's too, what you call it, memorable, I guess.
Yeah.
Not as memorable as Doom 2016, because that one won awards.
Yeah.
Playing The Last of Us 2 in a different way, by playing I mean this. Yes. Yes, Sarah. If anyone noticed the game that we're
Yeah.
playing right now, it's The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. Yes,
I did that on
pretty
purpose.
much did it.
Did that
Also-
on purpose, man.
About the Doom, why did it actually? They didn't really innovate that much. It's something like what I would say. I will just compare it with something that I knew pretty well, which is broadcast music. One of them is the BBC News, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They actually didn't change anything since 2000, the 2000 version, like the 1999 version of BBC News. The theme is pretty much like that until now, but they actually just add some orchestra and then actually mix some older version of it into the newer version of it, and add some orchestra and add some more beats, I guess, making the heartbeat a little bit more visible. That's pretty much what happened in Doom. They didn't want to change everything, but they want to add a little bit more modernism in it, I guess. If anyone can get it, what I mean, yeah, that's like that, I guess. So they actually play a little bit of nostalgia factor, but better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say about Doom song, at least the theme.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
I think that it's really refreshing. It fits the game so well. It
Mhm.
fits the pacing of the game so well. The score and the music.
Yeah.
That's that's all I want to say about it. But yeah, Doom Eternal didn't improve that much from Doom, but don't fix what's not
Don't fix
broken
things
kind
that
of thing.
isn't working.
Yeah. I don't even know why The Last of Us Part 2 is here, but yeah. Alright,
Why did they even put Last of Us in here?
I don't know, man. It seems like The Last of Us
Yeah.
Part 2 is like everywhere on this list, actually. It's
Oh, you say that? Wait a minute.
something's
Yeah.
fishy here. Something's fishy here.
Yeah, actually, it's here. Wow.
That's what I told you. I don't remember one single piece from the game. I do not even remember. No. Like Doom
Whoa.
Eternal, I think I still remember. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I
Yeah.
still remember. The main theme, I remember.
Yeah.
It's very iconic. Alright, I
Yes.
guess we can move on from this, but the next one is a bit similar, right?
Yeah.
You can go
Next
for
up is the next up is audio design.
Audio design.
It's not easy, It's an engineering thing.
Yep.
So the nominee was Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, The Last of Us Part 2, and Doom Eternal. So who is the winner?
The winner is
Again.
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 God damn it. The Last of Us Part 2. What about the audio design is good in this game? I actually don't know. I want to know the reasoning behind this one.
Are they even using Atmos in here?
Dolby Atmos, ha ha ha. Very funny. But yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea why this is what it is. But I guess it is what it is. You have any idea? Do you have any idea, Ame?
My headset is just like $40 from Miniso, so I can't say anything more about that. Which is, if you didn't know what I mean, is audio design is the only way you can actually know how audio design, if the audio design is actually good and works, is if you got like home theater setup, like the bloody 5.1 or maybe 5.1 system or even 6.1 system home theater surround, and if they can make it work, like where is everything is, or if you are having a really good headset, something like the 600, if you know what I mean, Sennheiser HD 600.
HG600s. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you got like that kind of headset and you can actually go to somewhere just using the sound, the audio, then it's actually pretty good. But because I actually don't know how good it was, well, my headphone is not actually that good, so I don't actually able to say anything about it.
So wait, okay, now I think I have an idea why the audio design is good, because they made the whimpering of the dog when you kill it like really really fucking good. That's one.
Are you
And then
fucking kidding me?
okay, and then one more. When you kill someone, their friends call out their name. So if you kill like one of the NPC enemies, and then there's like someone else behind them, they'll be like, "No, John, no." I guess that's what they call audio design, because I don't hear like any like good sound effects. I would say Resident Evil 3 here actually takes my crown. It has like really crisp sound effects. It's really satisfying to hear it, like when you dodge and everything, when you shoot and when you hit a critical hit on the head. Yeah, it sounds like really satisfying, just like RE2, I guess. And Ghost of Tsushima was also good. The winds sound nice. The voice acting is really good. And what else? The flute, the shakuhachi. Yeah, the shakuhachi. It sounds good too, because you can actually get one and then play it. You can play it in game, yeah. And that sounds really good as well. But yeah, I don't know about Last of Us Part 2. Doom Eternal, I can understand as well why it's nominated, because it has like a lot of good sound effects with all the guns.
Yeah.
Swords. Oh yeah, the swords clashing actually sounds really good too. When you parry and everything, and when you actually hit the flesh, there's actually a sound effect as well. I think the bow sound effects are also really good. But yeah.
On the overall thing, I guess in my opinion, if it's audio design, just make sure everything is, you can actually hear it from where you are to at least 10 meters away. That's actually how you know it's actually good design. That's at least how it works, in my opinion.
Hey, hello, Bando. Thank you for the raid.
Oh, hello for the raid.
My alert box. I forgot my alert box is not in. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Let me do shout out. Thank you for the follow, Skyfry. Thank you. SO Bando underscore. I don't have underscore on my Japanese keyboard. One sec. You. Oh, god damn it. How's everyone doing? Might be the first time you guys see me, but yes. You were playing Soma. Cool. That's the horror game Soma, right? Existential horror game. I love Soma, dude. It's so good. They explained the concept really well, and they had a theme, they had a vision, they executed really well. I love it. But it's not really, I wouldn't call it a horror game. More existential horror, but the horror sections where you get chased are really tacked on. But I guess they had to put something like that for the streamers, I guess. But yeah, thank you for the follow. If you guys haven't followed Mr. Urushiha Bando, yeah, go follow him. He's really cool. He just debuted, I think. And yeah, if you guys don't know me, I'm Anya Avery. I'm Buso Shonin VTuber. I'm an arms dealer. I sell guns. So there are around 550 million weapons circulated all over the world, where 1 in 12 people has guns. Now the question is, how do we arm the other 11? That's where I come in. Wink wink. Anyways, we are also here with Ame. You might want to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Ame Panwulpenland. Most of people will know me as someone who is knowing too much things about Apple. but I'm actually a VTuber.
Nice.
Earlier today, actually, I actually just premiered things about test cards because I also worked for broadcasting for like 3 years before we are actually doing this VTuber thing. So yeah, it's on my YouTube.
Alright, just setting the alert box. Yeah, thank you for your introduction. But yeah, everyone, follow Urushian button
Okay.
now. Press that follow button now. Or oh, thank Mikupan, thank you for the follow. Yeah, follow. Wait, can I get your YouTube channel? You're on YouTube now, right?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Maybe next week I'm going to start on Twitch again, but we will see about that.
Alright, so let me just give the link. This is while I'm here. This is the link for Ame's channel. He's also on Twitch. Wolfie Ame.
Yeah.
SO Wolfie Ame. So he's also on Twitch. But yes. Hey, Pasta, what's up? Anya now following? Yep. I'm following. I was testing the alert box. Also, yeah, so in today's stream we're actually looking at the Game Awards 2020. Yes, where
Yes.
if you see
the
the game
Awards on the 20th.
if you see the game that we're playing right now, it's The Last of Us 2 because the joke is that most of the games on that won the awards, The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2 game terbaik dunia akhirat. Game terbaik sejagat Pog. If you don't like the game, if you think the game is shit, you don't understand shit. Alright? You don't know anything, right? That's how it works, so
At
yeah.
this point, I will just give up, to be honest.
Emang udah masuk terbaik, yes. Yes,
Yes,
fun. It's the best, man. It's the best. You don't even need to know why it's the best. It
Yeah.
just is, dude. I don't know what else to say about it. But
You
yeah,
know why The Last of Us is actually the best? Because it's the best.
it just is, dude. It just is.
You can't actually argue about it anymore because it's just the best.
Pay me the music. What music?
What
Alright,
music?
alright. Link me one piece in their soundtrack that you
You're actually like, yeah.
that you actually remember. I mean, it won Game of the Year. Yeah, it won Game of the Year. That's the first one.
Yes.
That's the first one we actually showcased. So I have a here Game of the Year. Here, Game of the Year.
The Game of the Year.
All right.
Okay, shall we
Yeah,
move on?
let's move on. Oops.
You
You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Okay. Yeah.
You saw
Next one is
Performance.
performance. That's right. So for performance, we
What
have. One sec. Let me. So for performance, we have Laura Bailey, who voices Abby from The Last of Us Part 2. Ashley Johnson, who voices Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2. Daisuke Tsuji, which voices Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham from Hades in Hades. Naji Jeterm, who voices Miles Morales in the new Spider-Man game, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. And the winner is... That's right, it's The Last of Us Part 2 again. Performance by Laura Bailey for Abby. So Laura Bailey is actually very famous, I guess, in the video game industry. Yeah. She voices a lot of female characters. So yeah, Laura Bailey. Not a surprise
I
here.
never heard about her.
You never heard?
I never heard about her. Yeah, never heard about her.
Well, there there are two really recognizable voices in the industry. It's Nolan North and Laura Bailey, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
So she's in the level of Nolan North, basically.
Mhm.
Basically, if there's a female character in a leading role, that's probably Laura Bailey.
Oh,
That's how it works.
okay.
And like Nolan North, I guess he just voices everybody.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. Even Dora 2. Do you know Nolan North is in Dora 2?
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I was surprised as well.
Okay, that's
And
surprising.
and he voices more than one hero in Dota 2. But yeah, he's everywhere as well. He's in Mass Effect. What else? He's in Mass Effect. I think Halo as well. He's in a lot of games. GTA. Yeah, GTA 5.
GTA. Oh, okay.
I think GTA 4 Liberty City Stories as well. But yeah, he's in a lot of AAA games. But that's not enough. And there's Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey voices a lot of people. Let me just pull it up who she voices. Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey, voice actress. So for anime, she voiced a lot of She voiced Dragon Ball, Fullmetal Alchemist, a lot of things. And for games, Deus Ex, Invisible War,
Deus Ex.
Bloody Rain. What? She was in Bloody Rain. Okay, I see. Tales of Vesperia, Persona 4 as Rise Kachikawa. That was Laura Bailey.
Vesperia is Laura Bailey ito? Wow.
Persona 4, yeah,
Okay.
Rise Kujikawa.
I
And yeah,
didn't
Tales of
expect
Vesperia. She voiced Goshe.
Oh, okay. No, I know. I kind of remember how she actually voiced it.
In Silent Hill as well. Silent Hill Shattered Memories as Dahlia Mason. Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles as Sherry Birkin. Final Fantasy 13 as Sarah. Wow, yeah. A lot of the major roles. Which one? Dissidia 12, Final Fantasy as Cloud of Darkness. Saints Row the Third, female voice 1. Halo 4, Rivera. Persona 4 Golden, Rise again. Fire Emblem Awakening, Lucina. That's a major character, right? And then, what's the newest one? I guess Last of Us Part 2.
I see.
Marvel's Avengers as well. Everyone forgot about that game already, but yes, Marvel's Avengers as well as Black Widow.
Oh man, my first Avengers is like that game back then when it was in my high school, like one person plays that almost every time there is a break.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I guess we can move on now.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. The next up is Game for Impact. And the nominees is If Found, Kentucky Road Zero TV Edition, Through the Darkness of Times, Spirit Fagel, and Tell Me Why. Unfortunately, in here there is no Genshin Impact. It's on the different version, okay?
Not that kind of impact. Alright, so the winner is... Tell me why.
Why? I am nothing but a
Tell
me why.
Not Westlife.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's not why.
So tell me why game. Let me just Google it up a little because I don't know this game at all. Because I think it's Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Yep. So the reviews aren't great actually, but I don't know what kind of impact it made either. But it's one of those story-driven games, I guess you can call it.
Yeah. It's something that I would actually say close enough like Life is Strange if it's in the PlayStation.
Yep.
It's something like that actually.
Yep. That's right.
It's pretty much like that. So yeah.
I have nothing else to add. It looks like it's really deep. It has multiple endings and like 3 episodes, I guess. But I guess
and it's really edgy.
That's that. But I don't know a lot about the other games as well. I heard of Kentucky Route Zero. It's like about I think it's about a trucker and then there was like a tornado or something. I think that's how it works. I actually don't know. Let me just Google it.
I think most of them, including this one, Spirit Fagel, is, I think if I recall, is, yeah, it's actually, oh no, Spirit Fagel is actually sandbox game rather than the episodic story-based release. Yeah.
Yep, Kentucky Route Zero is like, yeah, you're a trucker, and it's a point-and-click game, story game as well. I feel like
And-
I heard of this game before though, Kentucky Route Zero. So I feel like this should have won, but I guess whatever. I guess tell me why won. Any other thoughts?
No, not much actually.
All right, I
It
guess
was on the same level as Augie and then Spaghetti Father.
maybe, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I guess we can move on now. So the
Yep.
next is let me just see here. The next is for ongoing game. So the game that's still ongoing, I guess. That already launched years ago probably. But it's still ongoing. So we have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, No Man's Sky, Call of Duty Warzone, and Fortnite. And guess who the winner is?
Dum 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 dum.
Yep, No Man's Sky. And I feel like it does deserve this award.
Yeah, it does deserve the award because what is it? It starts like in a nutshell because it was, I think it was crowdfunded, isn't it? This game.
It was what? Sorry?
The game is crowdfunded, isn't it?
Crowdfunded? No.
It's
It's not crowdfunded
Oh,
at
it's
all.
not?
No.
Okay. But like the developer at least they promise for a big like a lot of bukan juga planet generator kind of thing.
Yep.
And even though the beginning was like because they want to add so much things in there that it just somehow not really good at the first release. But then the developer didn't actually run away, they actually improve it, which is a bit rare nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, they were actually like really committed into improving the game and releasing all the features that were promised. So that was like really good of them. This is good, good sign, I guess, that not all's gone to shit in the game industry. But it was just like really unfortunate. I guess it's just the PR that was like really bad.
Yeah, it's a bad PR.
Because he said too much things when maybe they had like a vision for the game, but then they had like a feature creep kind of thing because the hype was getting more and more. But yeah, I guess it's just a case of like being overhyped is all.
Yes.
But yeah, it came out like really broken like at the start, like so many crashes. Like even on the console version it crashed a lot, and it didn't run very well on console either.
Also at the time when No Man's Sky is actually in development,
It's
also there is another game, isn't it? That actually, but this one is actually crowdfunded, so probably I mistaken this No Man's Sky with this game, but I forgot the name is. And because like it was, what is it called? Like Star Citizen or something?
Star Citizen is crowdfunded, yes.
Yeah, like that one didn't actually. It actually just gone away, isn't it?
No, it's still.
I don't know if it's actually. It's still in
still in
development.
development. Yeah.
Since like ages ago.
Yep. But there are some other rival, like same concept kind of games, I guess, like space exploration games. But yeah, at least this one is like they get all the things that they promised so far and even more. So there's like story now and everything. So it's not just super sandboxy. There's actually a story to find, but it's really, the story is like really random. It's nothing too great, I guess I would say. But yeah, I feel like it's really great kudos for Hello Games to actually get all the things that they promise out of the bat. Wait, let me just see chat.
Star Citizen is whack, yeah.
Elite
there
Dangerous,
is, like,
yeah. There's Elite
About
Dangerous.
Star Citizen actually, there is a little bit of controversy behind it because it was so off the schedule that the people who back it actually kind of thinking that it's actually a scam. But like as you said, it's actually still in development, isn't it? Even right now.
Yep.
At least that's what they claim.
Hey Pasley, what's up? Yeah. But compared to all the other ones, they're like ongoing, but like
There is no end.
There is
In
no
where?
wow. I guess there's no wow
Oh.
factor. There's like no surprise about it. I guess like Fortnite. I guess like Fortnite did some amazing things. So like in-game concerts and everything, they're the first to do that.
Yeah.
In-game concerts that are actually like sponsored by whoever it was, like a
Yeah,
rapper or
and-
something. So he did like an album release event like inside Fortnite.
Yeah.
Things like that are amazing. Destiny 2. Yikes. But they have
Reward for
been
that.
trying. They have been trying to make it better.
Yeah.
So there is still content for the game. If you guys didn't know, but it has gone like
Yeah.
super under the radar recently.
Mm.
That's kind of unfortunate, but it is how it is.
Mm.
It's because of the poor launch, I guess.
Mm.
Meanwhile, I'd say No Man's Sky always get the publication whenever they do release something, and it's nice to see that it is at the state at which it is right now.
They are very committed in making the game actually better.
Yep.
And for the Fortnite, I guess I actually have something to say about Fortnite. Is they're I think the most game that actually managed to broke a lot of monitors, especially because that even the Black Hole event, remember?
Monitor.
So it was I knew about it because it just broke up into my YouTube feed
Oh,
earlier
no.
like for last few back then when it actually happened. A lot of people actually broke their laptop because they hit their screen because when they're actually playing the Fortnite, it suddenly just swooped into the little black hole and then just with say what is it, numbers, I think, showing up numbers underneath
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because that happened, like it broke like a lot of laptops and screens and monitors and TV and computers.
Bruh.
it was like that's the only thing that I can the only memorable thing that happened in Fortnite, I guess. And hopefully they will never do that again.
But yeah, you're right, Seba. The Engoodening of No Man's Sky, which is done by
Yeah.
Internet Historian, that gained a lot of views.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I was actually, before this video was made, I already know that they kept improving it. Like I read articles from PC Gamer, I think. I put the link there to the video of the Internet Historian video. But yeah, they've put a lot of hard work into it, even though they could have just grabbed the money and ran, right? And then make it a forever bad game, like whatever, right? But out of their sheer goodwill, they decided to, keep working on the game. I think that,
Yeah.
again, that's really cool of them to do.
Yes.
Alright, we can move on, I guess.
Okay, let's continue. Oh, it's mine, right?
Yep.
Okay, so next up is indie games.
Indie games.
The nomination is Carrion, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Spelunky 2, Spiritfarer, and Hades.
And the winner is...
And the winner is
Hades. But I do think
Hey.
that it does deserve it. It is pretty
It
good
doesn't
game.
hurt it.
It's a dungeon crawling top down. It's kind of plays like what's that game called? That one RPG that I've never played, but everyone really likes it. The one that Blizzard makes. What was it?
World of
Diablo.
Warcraft? Oh,
Diablo. It kind of plays like Diablo.
Oh,
It's really good. It's more actiony more than RPG. So you can there's like dodge rolls and everything is like tele. So there's a sign. There's a sign when there's gonna be an attack that's coming right here.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a Souls-like, but it's also kind of like Diablo, and it's certainly an interesting mix. And there are some good nominees here, but I do think Hades is like really well done, really well polished overall. The art looks great, looks fresh. It doesn't look like any other. It doesn't look like an indie game at
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
I can agree. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
When I was
cool game.
looking at the screenshots, it was like it doesn't look like something that's come out from indie. If they said it was from Activision, I wouldn't actually question it. But it's indie, so yeah, that's actually a good part of it. It's improving. The quality is improving a lot from the indie games. Yeah.
Hey, BR Vigs, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, it's pretty cool game. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it's really popular on Twitch as well. I guess that's one of the reason why it became good. I guess it became well received. But I don't know. I've never played it myself. But apparently the story is also good. So the story is that you're not Hades actually. You're the son of Hades. A son of Hades.
He's a son. One son of Hades.
Okay, guess who the mother is?
Fire me up. I don't actually know Greek mythology.
It's Persephone.
Oh, that one. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course
So
Persephone.
when she got to the underworld, she actually got pregnant by Hades.
Yeah.
Hades impregnated her. Apparently, that's how it works. So
Yeah,
it's one big NTR dojin right here.
Yeah, it's Tuesday evening in the Athena, and Hades is just, and Persephone is just casually going down the stairs, and back up, she's pregnant.
Yep, that's how it works.
Well, that's how Greek mythology is. At least well, I bet she also got pregnant by Zeus, of course.
Oh no,
Because
I don't know
Zeus.
about Zeus, but yeah, that's Greek mythology in a nutshell.
Yeah, everyone is coming from Zeus somehow. So anyway,
I guess we can move on to the next one.
yeah,
So the next one is also for indie game, but debut indie game. So I think
debut.
so. Like the first
This
game,
year's.
the first game from this company, basically. I
Yeah.
guess. So we have again Carry On, Mortal Shell, Raji, an Ancient Epic, Epic, Roki, and Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, the game that every VTuber plays except for me. And the winner
Yeah.
is
Dum, 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 dum.
the winner is Phasmophobia. Wow. Any
Kind of.
thoughts, Ame? Any thoughts? You can go first.
I'm not sure because I'm not actually playing it. But when
you-
looking
you have
everyone
watched,
else watching it, when everyone else watching it, including one of the person closest to me, actually asking me, "Do you have what is it, Phasmophobia?" I said, "No." Do you want to play it? I said, "No."
Why?
So like I actually not really good with horror, especially it's psychological horror like Phasmophobia, where it's actually I wouldn't say it was it's not really good, right? But why I said it's actually in a nutshell, they actually managed to make the tech like when we are saying show us voice recognition is one of them actually. You know the trigger words to make the ghost starts making things and things like that.
Yeah.
One
Things
of them.
like give us a sign.
Yeah, give us a sign and like where is the ghost or something like that. It's actually a really smart implementation of it. So rather than actually using triggers of where we are, like and things like what we did, which is something that actually done in what is it? Five Nights at Freddy's. Which is when you are doing a certain things, it actually triggers all of the things, all of the animatronics, something like that.
Yep.
So like Phasmophobia is actually a good implementation of it, but it was so good that I actually didn't want to play it.
Really?
Yeah, that's that's why
Okay.
I wouldn't say it deserves the debut indie game, but knowing how well it actually done, I think sure, that's not actually a bad choice, I guess.
Yeah, I can understand why it wins. It's like a really interesting play on a horror game. Like all these horror survival games are like they're all like Outlast basically. Like
Yeah.
you just basically explore. You have no you have no way of fighting the ghosts, and then you just run, right? In here, they put a different twist. So you're just like paranormal investigators, and it's I guess it's kind of procedurally generated somewhat. But there are like different maps, and then there are like different kind of ghosts, and then you just find out which ghost it is, and then you don't even have to see the ghost, and you can just leave if you want to, right? Yeah, but if you want more money, you gotta complete all the objectives, and some of the objectives are taking photos of the ghosts. And
It was like
yeah,
something, if I recall it, I think Phasmophobia is what reminds me is actually Ghostwatch. If anyone have actually watched that film.
Ghostwatch.
Yeah.
Let me see Ghostwatch.
It's like really old TV series on Halloween for BBC. And like it's actually a bit controversial because they said it actually killed someone, managed to kill someone at least. Not on the film, after the film.
After, okay.
Yeah. So the aftermath of it is someone got killed and someone called into the control room of the BBC and asked for compensation because their boyfriends, jeans, his boyfriend wet their jeans. If you know what I mean.
I see.
That's two notable thing that is happening in there.
Alright. I see.
Yeah, that's actually what reminds me of Phasmophobia. It was like, oh, okay, it's just something like CSI, but it's for ghosts.
CSI work. The way you put it. You're not wrong, but I've never thought of it that way. Okay, you're right. CSI for ghosts. If I remember correctly, wrong plays this game. Does he? I don't remember if wrong plays this game, but yeah. He did like a video like Phasmophobia in a nutshell, right? Wrong. Wrong. Yeah. He did Phasmophobia in a nutshell.
Oh.
He did this video. So I guess he did play it. I don't know if he did actually play. He actually plays it, but yes. It's a very quick video he made. It's very rough. Yeah, almost 100,000 views. The other nominees, I think Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell is good, but just a little too short, in my opinion. It is an indie game. It is an indie game, so you can kind of understand it's short, but it was an interesting spin on the Souls-like, I guess. You can harden yourself basically. The parrying, you can parry attacks by hardening. So you turn into a rock, basically. And you can do other things like make the impact of your attack heavier. So you deal more damage if you actually harden at the right time when you're swinging. That's actually interesting as well. But I think the animations were also like really well done. The weapon design was also really unique. All the bosses were interesting. They were hard and interesting. But yeah, it's just a little too short, just a little bit too short. So it's something that you can finish in like 5 hours, 5-6 hours. There are optional bosses. You can just skip some of the bosses, but yeah, a little short. Carry On was good as well. It puts an interesting view. Like you're the big baddie alien thing that wants to consume everything, and you just have to work against the humans instead of So it's like a reverse horror game, I guess. It has like body horror, and it has an interesting gameplay to say the least. Yeah, I think Phasmophobia, I don't think it 100% deserves it, but I can see why it wins again. Yeah, should we move on?
Sure.
Alright, so
Fire it up.
for mobile game, we have Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Among Us, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix. And the winner is
Dum 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 dum. Bum.
Among Us. Of course, it's Among Us.
Of course, it's Among Us.
Yeah, any thoughts about Among Us?
Sus.
Sus.
Nah, just kidding. Well, Among Us is, I would actually say it was good in a way because like it was simple for a game, for a mobile game. It was really lightweight, and that's probably why it was popular, like quickly popular. But then it has some impact at least because of how well you never know that which one of your friend is actually the imposter, isn't it? And
Well,
also,
yeah.
very interestingly, actually there is a lot of, because of how simple the game is, the game nature is, there's a lot of hacks where you can actually become imposter almost all the time.
Yeah. Also, your
Yeah.
your mic is crackling again. Just want to say.
Wait.
What do you mean Mobile Legends ain't there? Some Filipino kids. Definitely sus. It's very sus, dude. But yeah, Among Us is a very accessible game. I think anyone can play it. It's not that hard to play. But you know, there's still some skills involved, especially if you're if you're the sus. If you're the
Yeah, if
imposter.
you're the imposter.
But I'm like very puzzled because this game wasn't released this year.
Yeah,
But it did
that was the
have
thing.
impact. It had impact just this year, so I guess that's something about it. And
Either
Alright.
they didn't check the year where they actually released, or they just think it actually just released,
I see.
or they just see like, oh, it's just got popular, so it's probably going to cause some haywire if we didn't include it like there. So that's probably one of the reasons. Other than that, Pokemon Cafe Mix is actually cute. I really wish it got a little bit of recognition. Genshin Impact, well, it's just Legend of Zelda, some in a
Oh,
way
no.
or another.
Oh no, not like this. Seba, I saw the dead body, but I didn't bother to report it. Yeah, that's why you
Yeah.
got voted out. You dumbass. I saw. There was another one. I saw the dead body, but I didn't know what room it was in, and I didn't want to seem suspicious, so I didn't report it. And I didn't see it. I don't want to say anything about it. Yeah, sure, dude. That's the best excuse ever. That's
Yeah.
one way to get voted. Genshin Impact. I guess everyone likes that game, but
Yeah.
that game made impact, especially for VTubers. But for normies, I guess. Well, you know, for normal people, it's not really that popular. I guess maybe it is popular. I don't know, but not everyone can get
was
into it.
like-
I guess
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Yeah.
It's like
that's
Call of
one
Duty
thing.
Mobile, I guess, and Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Some of them actually plays because of the hype. By the way, like one of my friends,
Mhm.
he is actually really a total Pokemon player. Also, he actually loves Zelda. So I think, well, so you're kind of, so he is a little bit excited about Genshin Impact because of, well, it has like continuous story, isn't it? Like if you're like Legend of Zelda, it has actually end of the story, and you have to wait for the next version, next sequel, which is still in development until now, if I recall.
Yep.
But Genshin Impact is like still continuous even until now. So he was hyped at first, but then after playing like 3 weeks, so about 1 month, I asked him, so how is your Genshin? He was like, oh yeah, I forgot to play it.
Yeah, it gets slow in the late game, I guess, because there's no content yet. But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like once it does get content, it can be a bit more interesting.
Mm.
Alright, so let's move on to the next one,
Which is community support.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feel
Okay,
free.
so community support is Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Destiny 2, Apex Legends, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant.
Mm-hmm. And the winner is
Dum 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 dum. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
yay.
Yay!
So what do you think?
It's fair somehow.
It's fair.
But I'm not really playing a lot of games. So one of them that I did not play is Fall Guys.
So
But
yeah.
I can see why. Even though I'm not really sure what community support actually means in a way or another, because there's no community support in there. Like everyone is trying to push each other away from the stage. Actually,
not that kind of community support. I
Yeah.
think this one is for like how well they communicate everything, like updates and changes to the game and like events in social media and everywhere. So like
I think it's
how they try to involve the community through like outside the game itself. But I
Yeah,
think one of the best things that Fall Guys did, they were very active in Twitter. But the most amazing thing that they did was the cheater island thing.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Wait,
I'm not
it's a
sure if you
thing.
know. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know. So there were people that cheats in Fall Guys, right?
Yeah.
And there was quote unquote no anti-cheat in the game.
Okay.
So yeah, what they did was they actually just flagged every account that was cheating, and like after 1 month, they just made it so that only cheaters can only play against each other.
Oh, that's actually a good one.
Yeah,
That's actually one way to fix cheaters, to be honest, in anywhere.
yeah. I mean,
That-
HVH is fun. So hacks versus hacks. I'm not sure if you know, but that's a thing. So there's an
Yeah.
esports called Hack versus Hack.
Uh,
So for example, for CS:GO, so there are two teams, right? Like esports, and then they develop their own hacks,
Cheats.
basically their own cheats,
okay.
and then
Okay.
they use their cheats against the other team's cheats. See who wins.
Oh wow.
It's actually
That
quite
would-
interesting.
That will actually looks like something in one episode in Konosuba where they actually visited the Megumin's town, isn't it?
Perhaps, yeah. I
Like
haven't
everyone
watched
is-
Konosuba that far, but yes, maybe. I watched season 1 or only. I haven't watched
Everyone
season 2.
is, everyone is like everyone is overpowered in there. Like all the magic is far beyond what you expect from a mage, at least, and just everything is just a big pile of mesh.
Classic, let them fight. Yep, that's what it
Yes.
is. I think it's a really good fix, but they also involve the community a lot. So they're like, hey, what's gonna be the next skin for in Fall Guys, the one that we're gonna add into the game, and then people vote for it. People just tweet, hey, this looks good. Hey, this looks good. And then some other companies like social media accounts in Twitter also replied. Like I think it was Wendy's replied definitely. I forgot. Yeah, Wendy's. The one that likes to roast people. That Wendy's.
Yeah, that's the Wendy's. Also, okay, now when we are in it, did Tenga, Tenga,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
did they make that skin?
I don't know, but somebody did upload it, but I don't think they made this. It will be too lewd. Wendy VTuber
Yeah.
when soon TM
Oh,
soon, dude, soon.
soon, trademark, yeah.
All right, I guess we can move on to the next one, and the next one
Okay,
is
is
VR AR game.
and a game.
So virtual reality, huh? That's new
Huh.
recently, in this last
Yeah,
few
it's
years.
pretty recent. Yeah.
So we have Dreams, Marvel's Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadrons, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and Half-Life Alyx. And the winner is
Dum, 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 dum.
Half-Life Alyx. Of course, it's Half-Life Alyx.
Of course, yeah.
So it did actually, it made a lot of nice interactable things in the game, more so than other VR games. So you can do things like write on a whiteboard, and you can interact with like screens. You can put stuff in like baskets. You can put like grenades in baskets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. But the only thing they had like a real trouble with is like movement. Movement is like really still limited, so they have like the teleportation based movement, right? So you can select like a place on the ground, you can teleport there. But yeah, Half-Life Alex, what do you think, Ame?
When you said the movement is limited, it's also because of even the rig itself is still limited until now. I think it's just recently when they managed to make it work, the treadmill kind of thing for the VR.
Yeah.
It's just recently when they actually managed to make it working, and I guess Half-Life going to be updated with that. But also, one more notable thing about Half-Life Alex is just like what you said, you can actually write on the whiteboard, right?
Yep.
And someone actually managed to do online class in it.
Yeah.
Of course.
I saw that. Like an online math class. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Because why not, isn't it?
Yeah. It makes people creative. And I think that's great. But Half-Life is the kind of game that Valve want to make another one unless they have a technological leap.
Yeah.
And I guess this is the next logical step, I guess. Maybe. I don't know, actually.
Maybe next time it will be like when I'm going to pull my processor card here and say maybe next up will be when every processor have like neural engine processors in it, and it makes AI becomes better. So like every movement will be accounted on the AI and make changes in the gameplay itself, something like that. That will be an interesting way to play Half-Life. So like nothing is expected in there. Not even the developer know what actually happening in your gameplay.
Yep.
Because it is customized by whatever you are doing.
I agree. But yeah, I wonder what really is the next step for Half-Life. But it will be something amazing, I'm sure. Because the second one was like all about physics.
Yeah.
And that was really all the big thing in those years. And so they made it a focus by having like the gravity gun, And I think that's great. And all right, I guess what's the other nominees? I guess there's Marvel's Iron Man VR that I've never heard about. Dreams I've never heard about. Star Wars Squadrons I've heard about. So you become like a pilot, I guess.
One of the White Walker or something.
Yeah. Walking Dead, don't know about that as well. But
Yeah,
Half-Life
I don't know about
Alex,
that one.
I think, is the most advanced one so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it really takes a company as big as Valve, I guess, to make something so amazing in VR. Because all the other VR games so far has been pretty meh. Dreams I've never heard about. Same.
And just like what you said, Half-Life is like something where when a company like Valve want to experiment with something like cutting edge and things like that, so it only like published because there is something cutting edge they actually want to experiment on. And when they are finishing it, they're actually really nailing it. That's actually what makes it what it is, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Feel free.
Okay, so next one is innovation in accessibility. Not sure how that one works, but the nominee is Grounded, The Last of Us Part 2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Hyperdot, and Watch Dogs Legion.
And the winner is...
Did we not have drum roll in here? Okay, no, we don't have drum roll in here. So,
Drum roll.
and the winner is The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like I said, it got revenge. So, anyway. In what part of it says accessibility? Goodness sake.
So I think there is some like there's a lot of colorblind options. There's a text to speech option as well, I think. So like there are like documents in the game, right? It can read it for you.
Oh.
Yes. I think that's about it. I don't know what else about it is innovative, but yes. Yes, I guess.
It back to the Druckmann's Awards again, it seems. It did, indeed, yeah. Hi. We're going to back to the noodles again, it?
Yep. Back to Druckmann Awards. And yeah, just see the game that we're playing right now. If you guys didn't realize, it's The Last of Us Part 2. Alright, I guess there's no more. I'm so tired of seeing The Last of Us Part 2. Can we just move on?
Yeah, let's just move on, yeah.
Alright, so the next one is Action Game. So for Action Game, we have the nominees are Nioh 2, Streets of Rage, Hades, Doom Eternal, and Half-Life Alyx. And the winner is Hades again. Yay!
Nice.
I mean, the Hades, yeah, it's a pretty nice action game, I would say. But I would really prefer Nioh. Nioh for me is like a lot better. Nioh 2. But I still haven't played it yet because it's PS4 exclusive, so that's that. But it is nice. And Streets of Rage is also nice, I would say. It's a bash 'em up game. I don't know what the genre is, but yeah. It's that kind of game, I guess. But yeah, I guess Hades is a good action game. Doom Eternal is more
walk and slash.
I guess yeah, it is a good action game, but it's just more Doom, really.
Yeah, it's pretty much Doom in a nutshell.
It's just more Doom. There's not much about it.
Yeah. I can actually say why it was a good action game because, well, we already argued about it earlier why it's actually a good game, so I don't know what to add about that. So,
let me just drink. Yeah, Hades, you got a lot of weapons to play with. You got a lot of customization. If you compare it to Doom Eternal, this is not there. Nioh 2 has a lot of customization as well, but I guess yeah, Streets of Rage doesn't have a lot of customization, but it does have characters, and they all play kind of differently, kind of the same at the same time. Not much I can say about it. All right, let's just move on then, because we already talked about Hades quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
next up is action forward slash adventure game. So it's action and adventure game.
Yep.
And the nominees were Assassin's Creed Valhalla, The Last of Us Part 2, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ghost of Tsushima, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
And the winner is?
And the winner is, just like what Kangen said, we don't need drum roll to be honest at this point. We don't need drum roll for this one.
This one does not deserve the drum roll. Yeah, this one does not deserve the drum roll.
Yeah, I don't need to call it.
The Last
you know
of
what
Us
it is.
Part 2.
You know what it is. It's all over the place. Let's just move on.
I don't know what to say about this one, dude.
I'm actually just almost one click away from disconnecting it, to be honest.
How is this a good action adventure game?
Where did that go? Marvel Spider-Man's actually still better.
Yeah, way better. Ghost of Tsushima is way better. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is way better. Star Wars Jedi, dude, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is way better.
It's astronomical. It's like literally astronomical and literally. Figuratively and literally.
The Last of Us Part 2 is so boring gameplay wise. Holy shit. I think even story wise kind of a bore.
Actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. Like it's just like your garden variety fish and chips, isn't it?
Perhaps it is.
You know what you got? It's just a fish, buttered fish, and a chips in there.
Yeah.
And then it's somehow and they forgot to actually debone it, so there is like a little bit debone. That's the debate thing, I would say. Because they forgot to debone it. Yeah, I just Tuesday evening in Glasgow, you get fish and chips. It's still better than The Last of Us 2.
That's an adventure in itself already. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm really puzzled about this one. But I guess it is what it is. That's nothing I can say about it. It's the Druckmann Awards, I guess.
Yeah, it's Druckmann Award.
All right.
It's Druckmann Award in it.
Let's just move on.
Goodness gracious.
We can move on to RPG.
Oh god.
So for RPG, we got The Last of Us. No, just kidding. We got Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royale, Wasteland 3, Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. And the winner is... That's right, it's Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I think this won the award because it's like really anticipated. People really liked it. It was like refreshing to finally play an action RPG Final Fantasy that isn't boring or broken.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy 15, if I'm to be honest, is quite boring. It's a very slow burn, and the moves aren't even interesting, and you can only play you can only really play one character at a time. It depends on the story. You can't really switch around. While in Final Fantasy 7 Remake, you can switch around all you want as long as that character is in the party at that point in the story. And there's lots of customization with the materia, just like the original Final Fantasy 7. You can grind lots, I guess. There's a lot. The story is good. Lots of good RPG elements, of course, and of course the nostalgia factor kicks into. And I would also say for the nominees, Yakuza Like a Dragon, I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's actually really cool that it made it in here because it's the first time the studio actually tried to make a Yakuza game that's not like an action game, you know.
Yeah.
So it's actually an RPG, and not even an action RPG. It's actually a turn-based RPG. So it's like really radical in terms of what games they've made before. But it's actually because the creator of Yakuza actually loved Dragon Quest. So they wanted to make an homage and make a turn-based RPG game. And I think it's really interesting because there are characters and they have like multiple jobs as well. And then, you know, their appearance and what they can do, their hit actions depends on their jobs as well. And it's really interesting and most of them are funny, even ridiculous at some parts. But yeah, I think that's what I think. What about the Neil Dragon Part 2? They just rigged the nominations because they think that they won't be standing on stage anyway. I mean, there won't be any audience booing either. Oh yeah, because it's online this time.
Yeah, right. Like there is no backlash in it. Like if there is like a lot of, I think it's because that's actually good. It's actually make it accountable, isn't it? Because if there is like an outrage when everything is going on, it can actually cause a lot of ruckus, isn't it? But because it's online, they can just do whatever they want.
That's one way to think about it, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, another way to think about it is the host, the one who made the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley. He actually has a really good relationship with Sony Interactive Entertainment, SIE.
Oh, okay.
And guess what's the PlayStation exclusive here?
Last of Us, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can because of this kind of condition, it's like some companies can be getting creative. Like I would say, how Microsoft launched their new product lineup, how Apple shows their announcement. It's actually a pretty creative way to get most of it because we cannot actually visit it. But some events like this is just I don't know.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's gonna be like BlizzCon all over again last time.
Yeah.
For the Diablo
feels
Diablo Immortals. You know that whole debacle.
I didn't watch the event actually. Didn't watch fully on the event.
Uh-huh.
But even after 15 minutes, I was feeling like I was watching like the US election of 2020. It feels like that. There's not a lot of excitement in it, but just like, yeah, so here is the nominees, and then here is the winner, and then next up is this the nominees.
You're right. What do you mean ridiculous? Fighting that truck with wrecking ball is cool. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Yakuza just keeps on getting more and more ridiculous. Like the first game was like really grounded and realistic, and then as time goes on, everything just gets more ridiculous.
And that's why we like it.
Yeah, that's why it stands out, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we can move on from that. Wait, well, Genshin Impact was an okay RPG, I guess. Persona 5
Yeah.
Royale, yeah, I guess it is a good RPG, but it's not Persona. It's just like an expansion of Persona 5, just a little bit, just like Persona 4 Golden, I guess. Wasteland 3 is really interesting, but I guess it's too hardcore for anyone to get into. I'm not too sure.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's a little hardcore, yeah. It's like it plays like XCOM. It plays like XCOM, but the setting is like post-apocalyptic setting, so like Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting, but pretty hardcore. Right. I guess we can move on to fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my turn, right? Is it?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, so for fighting game, we have Grand Blue Fantasy versus Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter V Champion Edition, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Under Night In-Birth. And Under Night In-Birth Exilate, which is the expansion of Under Night In-Birth. The Last of Us 2 is a fighting game. Yeah, I guess there are some parts where you beat people up with your fist.
Yeah.
That one part where Abby versus Ellie, yeah. The Last of Us.
Just
part.
that one part. Yeah.
Alright, and the winner is...
The winner is... Dum, 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 dum. Dum.
Mortal Kombat 11. Interesting.
I kind of not surprised though.
How so?
Mortal Kombat known for legendary. It's pretty legendary in on itself.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people is going to like. Everyone is going to like it, not only because of it has some kind of nostalgia factor to it, but also, well, I bet it's also the new system, new way of fighting, and new combo probably one of them.
I think the combat system it's pretty much the same with Mortal Kombat 10. There's not much about it. I guess there are like new characters like RoboCop and Rambo and whatnot. But and the returning cast are interesting. I guess the story is also interesting. I guess because it's the sequel of Mortal Kombat 10, and they're basically like visiting. There's like an alternate reality where the good guys turn bad, kind of thing. So that's interesting. But I feel like some of the nominees here, like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Under Night In-Birth, and I guess One Punch Man as well, is like really notable. And I feel like they should be more considered because Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is like it's a fighting game out of like a mobile game that's an RPG, and I think they implemented it like really well. So they had like, you know how, I'm not sure if you played Grand Blue before, but they're like each character has skills, and those skills you can press to activate them in Grand Blue Fantasy, and in the game, in this fighting game in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, it's actually like it's an input for like a special that you can do, and it actually has the same cooldown as in the game, in the original game. So that's a really cool implementation of how it works, and I guess it looks pretty too, and it's very snappy as a fighting game. It's not really broken at all. Yeah, and Under Night In-Birth as well. It's basically like a perfected version of Melty Blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Melty Blood. because it's made by the same people that made Melty Blood, but they don't
Oh.
have the IP. They don't have the IP of Melty Blood, so they released like a new cast of characters, except for one. So one character they just took out of the original game and name her differently. So they only use her. They only use her middle name.
Oh.
So yeah, Seba
Okay.
Kanken, if you know, it's Sion.
Oh.
It's Sion Eldnam, and her name in the game is Eldnam. And the moveset is exactly the same. The moveset is 100% the same. Yeah, this is the one with the Rambo and Joker. Melty Blood. Melty Blood? Melty Blood. Melty Blood. Which is
Melty
the Tsukihime fighting game. Tsukihime fighting game. If that makes any sense. Yes, yes.
Okay, so from what you said, it's GBF Grand Blue Fantasy is like the one game that only game I actually play is what is it? Fire Emblem FE for the mobile game ones, kind of like that, isn't it?
Yep, yep. It doesn't work like that, but yes, it's like
Close enough.
Grand Blue Fantasy is like a turn-based RPG mobile game. So you do gacha, you grind, you get the equipment, and then you know you have your party and everything. You can do job changes, all that stuff. It's kind of like Final Fantasy, I guess. The earlier Final Fantasies. There are abilities that you can do. Each character have different abilities, different passives, different attack, defense, different stats. Yeah, that kind of thing. And there's element, there's summons, and yeah, all that stuff. But yeah, it started out as like a Final Fantasy kind of clone, but it got popular enough and it became its own thing. That they actually developed a fighting game for it. It's kind of funny. All right.
It's gonna yeah. Okay.
Anything else to add?
No, not really.
All right, we can move on then.
Okay, let's continue on the family game.
Family game. Yes, family
The
game.
nominees is a bit questioning, but okay, let's just go with it. Family games. A few of the things is the nominee is Paper Mario, the Origami King, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Minecraft Dungeons, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, and Animal Crossing New Horizon. And the winner for the family game is Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Yeah, Animal Crossing, huh?
I don't know why. I didn't feel any surprise in there.
I don't feel any surprise either, but I feel like the other nominees were close as well.
Yeah.
I guess this is the one game that really made an impact this year. Like a lot of people were playing it, and you know, it was perfect because I wouldn't call it perfect, but it released in a good timing because of the whole pandemic and everything.
Yeah. Everyone's stuck in home, and you know, Genshin Impact is actually for some another way to get out from the house, right? At least feeling like they're getting out from the house. And Animal Crossing is actually the first game that actually what makes people feels like that, because how much they can do with it.
Yeah, but Animal Crossing New Horizons, it has a lot of new features that even allows you to terraform. I think that's the biggest feature. Your houses can be like really big now, and then you can make custom clothing that you can share with your friends. And also visiting your friends' islands is actually really simple. And you can
Just
do it
go
over the internet as well, which is a first. Yeah, so...
And they even have mobile app from it, using their Nintendo Hub. Like there's actually Nintendo Hub, and there's actually Animal Crossing Hub for it inside the application.
Yep.
Which is something.
Needed
features.
Colonization.
Oh no, are we going to pull the Spanish in here? Nobody expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Not the Spanish Inquisition. But you can dress up as a Spanish Inquisitor.
Yeah, of course.
And visit people's island.
Yeah, and then say nobody expect the Spanish Inquisition.
That's an interesting RP idea, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so for other games, not really family friendly actually.
What do you mean? Yeah, I
Fall
think
Guys Ultimate Knockout.
yeah, family friendly. The whole family can play it. What do you mean? The
Well,
whole
it
family
causes
can play
a
it.
little bit. It causes a little bit of okay.
Yeah, people are
Fair.
salty. People are salty about it. It's a really sweaty game, but the family can play it.
Yeah, fair. Minecraft Dungeons is that?
I don't know what Minecraft
Well,
Dungeons is, but yes.
Minecraft Dungeons is like if there is like RPG game
Mhm.
but based on Minecraft and it still have the Ender Dragon kind of thing,
Yep.
the Calamity kind of thing, like something if you are from Tales of Destiria, which is have Calamity kind of thing, isn't aren't they?
Hmm.
If you have ever played Tales of Destiria, and it's pretty much like that actually, but it's Minecraft.
I see. I see. So there's a story.
So there's a story in it. It's actually very story driven actually when I actually playing it.
Ah.
And yeah, it doesn't feel like Minecraft to be honest.
Okay. Now that you talk about Zestiria, have you played Berseria?
Berseria, yes, I played a little bit,
It's
but not finish it yet.
you should
I
finish it.
actually want to play it, yeah. I need to play it until the end to be honest. And then go to Berseria and some other games. But man, 20 gigabytes, my computer would actually go explode when I actually try to download that.
I actually tried it on my shitty computer with GTX
Yeah.
650. It
Yeah.
actually runs pretty well for the most parts. Runs better than PS3 actually. So yeah, I played it
No.
with my brother and it was great
Mhm.
because
In
there's
the-
4 player, up to 4 player. Sorry,
Mhm.
it's really
No, in
interesting.
terms of performance, no, it doesn't have any problem with my computer. At least there's no problem with performance.
Mm-hmm.
But the data is really big.
Oh really? Oh damn.
Yeah, that's actually one of the problems. Actually, most of the thing, another thing why the reason why I didn't play much of a game is because my internet connection is like shite in here.
I see.
Google area, and especially we are in a different dimension, and like max connection is like 130 kilobytes per second.
Oof.
If you are lucky,
If you're lucky.
yes, if you're lucky, 130 kilobytes a second. And if you're unlucky, it's up to 23 kilobytes per second.
Understandable. I used to have 60 kilobyte per second connection, so
The DSL 64 kilobyte, yeah.
yeah, I used to have that kind of connection.
I used to
It,
have
it, it
that-
sucked.
oh, yeah.
I needed one whole day to actually download one episode of anime, so kind of sucks.
It's actually back then. It's actually that time when I still going to high school, and because it's high school, they actually have its infrastructure Wi-Fi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's blazing fast. And I actually, when the class is happening, I actually put my laptop underneath the table and letting it download everything. I need.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess you paid for the school, so yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons. Okay, so let's see what else in
We got
the nominees.
Sim strategy game. Are you wanna talk about the other nominees?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on. I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
simulator slash strategy game. We have
Mhm.
Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears
Mhm.
Tactics, XCOM Chimera Squad, and Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Mhm.
And the winner will be
Ding, ding.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Surprisingly enough,
Yes, it's actually surprising.
I think it's the only simulator game in all between all of these.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think all from all of this, is Microsoft Flight Simulator is the one that actually simulates.
Yeah, but I don't know how it won. But I guess it's a good flight simulator. There's no other flight simulator out there, I guess.
I think that that's also one of them, and the other reason would actually be because how they actually like the simulator itself is so bloody good in terms of graphics at least,
Mm-hmm.
and how real it was. Like you can actually becoming the ATC or becoming the pilot, and
Yep.
you although their physics is still questionable because you can I'm sorry, pardon for my word, it's shit in there in the plane.
What?
You know when you're landing, but your landing is missing a little bit, so it
Yeah.
goes straight into the pavement and
Yep.
just getting into the abyss, something like that. So they need collision physics actually, or
Yep.
they don't.
Yeah, I saw some videos of it. Yeah, it's kind of scuffed.
Yeah. Alpha Sprout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I really do think Crusader Kings should have this one because it's a
Yeah.
really nice game. It's kind of like Total War, except there's
Mhm.
a lot more micro stuff that you can go into, and you can actually go full nomad as well.
Mm.
So it really is an interesting like grand strategy game, I guess. And you can make your own faction, of course. You can be the boss of your own faction, and then you can be in like anytime like a medieval period, and it's really fun.
And if it's actually about Crusader King, if it's actually based on history, like historical figures was playing in there, then it's actually simulation too. Simulating the past.
Simulating history, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
There is a mode for that. If I'm not
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, yeah.
Mhm.
Not too sure about all the other ones except for XCOM.
Yeah.
XCOM was kind of meh. So I don't know why it's in here, but yes.
And I heard about XCOM actually.
XCOM is like, yeah, it's like a strategy game, I guess. And you get to make your own, like, the premise is that aliens invaded the Earth. That's the first one, and then
Oh, okay.
you need to basically investigate these aliens and kick their ass.
Mhm.
And then the later XCOM games is like, oh, we actually lost the war, and then the aliens invaded Earth, and then they took control of humanity. Then they're like in the governments and everything, so you're playing as the resistance.
Mhm.
And then you win against the aliens, but now you're coexisting with the aliens this time in the Chimera Squad. So you go against like some terrorists who doesn't want coexistence between aliens and humans. So some of your squad mates actually are aliens as well. That's why it's called Chimera Squad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting turn, definitely, but the gameplay is kind of the same-ish, so I don't know. It's not really... I don't enjoy it. Some people really do enjoy that kind of game, but I don't really enjoy that game. Anything else you want to add?
No, actually. Well, of course, by coexisting. We're not going to go into that rabbit hole, didn't we?
No, not right now. Why
It's-
coexisting? I guess because the aliens are here to stay. Illegal aliens. It's true. It's literally illegal aliens. That it's basically Men in Black. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's Men in Black. So XCOM Chimera Squad is Men in Black. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole premise of Chimera Squad. It's Men in Black. There are lots of aliens in the world. They're just trying to coexist. But then some people, you know, they do naughty. Some aliens do naughty things, and you need to set them straight, kind of thing. But yeah, basically that. And I guess we can move on now.
Okay, so wait, whose turn now?
I think your turn.
Okay. So on the sports / racing game is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, F1 2020, NBA 2K21, FIFA 21, and Dirt 5.
Dirt 5.
So
The winner
the
is.
winner is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2.
Yay! Another skating game.
Yay!
But I guess it is kind of like a remaster, but
Yeah.
there's lots of things you can do in the game. It's pretty free roaming as well, so it's like open world. So I guess that's why it won. I'm guessing that is why it won. But I don't know. It's just I was never really into skating games, I guess. So I'm a bit
Yeah.
puzzled.
So am I. I actually I'm going farther than you. Like, and I'm saying I'm not into sport game at all.
I mean, yeah, I'm not into sports game either, but I think F1 2020, well, this racing, but F1 2020 and Dirt 5 is like really good, graphics wise at least. So they just like they keep perfecting it with like new technologies like as ray tracing for F1, and it looks really good, and it makes like a good benchmark if you own a new graphics card, I guess.
If you can get one.
Yeah, if you can get an RTX 3000 series, yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh yeah, talking about graphics card, actually, aren't they are getting taken away by Bitcoin miner again now?
That's the rumors.
Yeah, like at first it was scalpers, and then it got worse because Bitcoin miners, let's face it, they got the money to buy it. Like, oh my god. And but about the game itself, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 plus 2, it's going to be purely nostalgia factor to in on itself.
So let me just going back to the GPU thing. Yeah, nostalgia factor plays a lot actually. But going back to the GPU thing, here's a link I put in the chat. But yeah, there's $330,000 worth of RTX 3090 cards have been stolen from, you guessed it, an MSI factory. Has to be MSI again.
As per usual, isn't it?
As per usual. I don't know what's with MSI and their bad streak this year. Yeah, the CEO's mysterious death, murder. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, and the fire as well. And now they're getting their RTX 3090 stolen. Maybe some other manufacturers' cards also stolen, but then they just don't report it. But yeah, this is really unfortunate, and it'll add to the scarcity of the RTX cards, I guess.
Which is already scarce in on itself.
Well, nobody buys 390s though. It's really expensive. It's like $1,500 or something.
Yeah, see. I can actually see why.
Most people will buy 370s, I think. 370s, 380s, and 360s. 360s is not even that good. I think 370s and 380s is the one that's gonna be sold a lot.
Yeah. The middle ground, at least.
Yeah. The best bang for a buck. The cost performance ratio meme. But yeah, and AMD also released their new cards, which is it trades blow for blow with the new RTX cards.
Yeah.
But the pricing is a little bit weird, but yeah. And I guess the encoder as well. So like if you're streaming, it's still better to actually use NVIDIA cards because their technology is more mature, I guess. Oh yeah, ray tracing as well. The ray tracing is much more efficient on RTX.
On RTX because they have the actual processor in it rather than like the
brute forcing,
AMD. Yeah. Also, now you're saying about encoder. I'm actually, since my streaming laptop and actually the 3D and the rendering laptop is actually AMD based. I actually use the AMD encoder.
Yep.
It's not that smooth.
For NVIDIA?
AMD. I'm using
AMD. Yeah.
And it's not really that smooth. It get overwhelmed a lot by the OBS and it's just not a good experience. But at least it's still better than using H.264 encoder, which is software encoder.
Yeah, software, which is gonna fuck up your CPU basically.
Yeah.
If you don't have a strong CPU, and I'm guessing laptop CPUs aren't very strong.
Yeah, fortunately though, because of my cooling solution, it can actually go up to like 3.5 gigahertz.
Nice.
Stable.
Nice.
But at least, yeah, there is that pretty much.
Alright, I guess we can move on to the last one. So yeah, we're actually only covering the games.
Yeah.
So there are some other stuff like content creator, but we're not covering that because we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
we think that if it's content creators, it definitely has to be one of the Hololive VTubers, but yes. Yeah, moving on.
No.
The next category is multiplayer game. So, in multiplayer game, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, and Valorant. And the winner is
Dum 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 dum.
Among Us. Yay!
Yay! That's
So,
fair.
I guess yeah, it's fair. It's very accessible game. You can play it for free on mobile. It's cross-platform. It doesn't take a lot of processing power, I guess, and everyone
you don't
can
need to
play
think
it.
much about it.
Yeah, everyone can play it. But there was that one drama about Filipino and Polish.
Wait, wait a minute. What? Wait, what?
So they had problems with Filipinos and Polish players of the game. So they decided
Okay.
to have like language-based lobbies.
Okay.
So you can select your language.
Oh.
And one of them, guess what? The first ones to be added were Filipino and Polish.
Ah.
Apparently because they're like toxic or something. I don't know what's
Yeah, I
happening
wouldn't.
there.
I
Yes.
would. Yeah.
Seba Kangken will know, he's Filipino. I don't know, dude. It's really weird.
Yeah. Cool.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Oh, okay.
Thank you for
Yeah, but
confirmation.
I pretty much expected that to be happening. I encountered them on my first experience, and it's not good. But yeah, whatever. It's just one game. I don't really care about it.
I guess Fall Guys, I think, also deserves it.
Yeah, it also deserves it. I think Among Us and Fall Guys is two that is actually pretty much close enough between each other. Actually,
Yep.
they're pretty much simple games, but because Fall Guys needs a lot more processing power, at least in my opinion, because of their graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really accessible because even my laptop, I don't think my laptop can actually handle it.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it runs on Unity as well, but it runs pretty
Yeah.
smoothly despite the graphics. I'm not sure if you can
Mhm.
run it, but yeah, I've seen some people that has a problem running it though.
Hmm.
But for most people that I see, pretty smooth, despite them streaming as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, I guess Fall Guys just Takeshi's Castle, but a video game
Yeah.
form. If you remember that show,
Yeah.
it was in Indonesia once upon a time.
It was Japanese too, in Japanese television too.
Yeah. But they dubbed it, and
They
then
dub it in Indonesian.
yeah, and then in America as well they dubbed it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know about it. And I guess Animal Crossing is also good. Call of Duty Warzone not really.
Not
It's kind of
really. Valorant.
full of
yeah.
cheaters. Valorant is kind of bland. I really hate
Yeah.
Valorant actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I guess.
I have no interest playing Valorant, to be honest. Call of Duty Warzone, I just expect something like Call of Duty from, something like CS:GO, but yeah, whatever. I'm
I
not
see, I
really
see.
into that.
Mm-hmm.
And from all of them, actually, oh yeah, about the Fall Guys specification is just to remind that none of my computers actually that powerful. My streaming laptop is based on AMD A10, so it did have dedicated graphics, which is Radeon L520 580M, if I recall.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, it's not really that powerful, so I didn't expect like Fall Guys to be run smoothly, especially with actually streaming. But Among Us, even if I'm using emulator, it actually runs really well, which is kind of a bit interesting.
So you
Because
run VM?
Yeah, it's running on virtual machine. It's running on emulator actually, in Android emulator, because
Okay.
haven't got it on Steam yet, but I'm probably getting it soon. Yeah.
All I've been told about PH, toxic people in a shitposting group. Because it is a shitposting group. The one whole nation is shitposting. But I'm not toxic. Pasta, you sure about that? You call me Bodo all the time. You call me Bodo and Monyet all the time. I don't mind. It's still, kind of toxic. Alright, I guess that's all the games we have for tonight. What do you think overall? I mean,
it's just one big jumble of mess, except for some of other nominees. if you know what I mean.
Rigged. Just like my Live 2D model, it's rigged.
Yeah. I'm actually about to pull one, like, because it reminds me of US election. I actually want to take one US election joke, but I'm not going to because it can cause a lot of problem, like, in my behalf.
US elections, I don't think you'll get into trouble for that. Rigged out of 10. Yeah, I do feel it's kind of rigged as well. It's kind of strange. Really strange for me, but you know what? I think it's because of the way they set up the voting system. Is what makes it rigged, because 90% journos. Shit, my PC case just sucked me. Yeah.
10% of
Popular
it,
vote, yeah.
Popular vote, which is actually, it's not really democratic, as it's actually as democratic as Soviet Union, isn't it? In the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yeah. Hanya mirip monyet, no you. It's online. Yeah, that's one of the reason, I guess, that they can make something like that.
Do whatever they want.
Yep. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the show. Thank you everyone for coming. Yeah, it's a stupid system, and every time the losers complain about it. Yeah, it's like the electoral college system in America.
In America, and
stupid.
Even that you can overturn the government because overturn the vote because you can actually just give up whatever the state you are following. So I don't know, man. Let's see 2021 what will actually happen.
Yeah, let's see what 2021 has in store for us. Otsukare Raisa. Alright, let's find someone to rate. Okay, you get to choose, Ame, because you're the guest of honor. You get to choose, okay?
Oh, alright.
So our choice is Ginoir, I guess, Gino, Ramsky, or Kumanoni.
Let's see. I'm actually just going to Zeno.
Zeno?
It's my mom.
Your mom.
Because it's my mom.
Alright, let's go pay respects to your mom.
It's my mom.
Ginoir. So Ginoir, I think, is doing some drawing.
Yeah, she's doing some art.
Some art. God damn it! I'm getting the fucking ads. it's a really cringe ad. What is this, GoPay? What ad is this?
Oh, you got advertisement.
And what the hell is it? This is the pre-roll ads. One sec. Oh, Spotify. Really, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, he was just looking at Bando's PNG just now, and that's the one that just rated us just before. All right, so Otsu Kareraisu. Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Okay. See ya.
Next time. I don't know what to do for tomorrow, but we'll see. I need to work on my Niji Sanji application. Hey. Yeah. See you tomorrow. I guess I'll stream something. I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye.
Dadah.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. And
yeah, I read it. Yes, and I don't forget to